Class 6, Science, Chapter 15. Air around us. Animated Science. Introduction. Air is all around us, in soil, water, and on land. Air is colorless and transparent. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. Air moves around, and moving air is called wind. Air can also move things around. The moving air which moves things around is called storm. Our Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air called the atmosphere. The atmosphere extends up many kilometers above the surface of the Earth. The atmosphere is essential for survival of life on Earth. Properties of air. Air is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of 78.1% of nitrogen, 20.9% oxygen, 0.03 to 0.04% carbon dioxide, 0.94% noble gases, and around 1 to 5% water vapor. Air is all around us. Air on land. All the plants and animals on land depend on oxygen present in the air for respiration. The plants and animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Air in soil. The soil contains air. The air in the soil has oxygen in it. The animals like earthworms, millipedes, centipedes that live in the soil and the plant roots use the oxygen in the soil for respiration. The animals living in the soil make a lot of burrows and holes deep in the soil. Air in soil. These burrows and holes also make spaces for air to move in and out of the soil. However, when it rains heavily, water fills up these holes. Due to this, air escapes out of the soil and there is lack of air in the soil. Hence, animals living in the soil have to come out during the rainy season for respiration. Air in water. Water contains air. The air in the water contains oxygen dissolved in it. The aquatic animals like fish, frogs, octopuses, etc. use the oxygen dissolved in water for respiration. Air occupies space and has weight. When we inflate or blow air into a balloon, it becomes big. That is, it expands because air fills up in it. On the other hand, if we deflate or remove air from it, it shrinks because air escapes from it. This shows that air occupies space and it has weight. Hot air rises upwards. Hot air is lighter than cold air, so it rises upwards. Example, hot air balloons rise up in the air. Composition of air. Air composition. Air is a mixture of 78% of nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.03 to 0.04% carbon dioxide, 0.94% noble gases, water vapor, dust and smoke. The two main gases are nitrogen and oxygen. These two gases together form 99% of the air. The remaining 1% are carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust particles and a few other gases. There may be some variation in the composition of air from place to place, depending on various factors like air pollution, humidity, etc. The percentage composition of air changes from place to place and time to time. The percentage of oxygen becomes lesser and lesser as you go higher and higher. Hence, mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders while climbing. Also, the air in the green belt or a seaside contains more oxygen and less carbon dioxide than in the air elsewhere. In highly populated and industrial areas, the percentage of oxygen is lesser and compared to the rural areas and countryside. Oxygen. Air contains 21% oxygen. The part of air that helps in combustion or burning is oxygen gas. Oxygen is needed for things to burn. During a fire, one must wrap a woolen blanket over the burning object. If we cover a burning object with a woolen blanket, as wool is an insulator, it will not allow the air from the atmosphere to reach the burning object. We already know that air contains oxygen and oxygen helps in burning. So the oxygen from the air will not reach the burning object and the object will stop burning immediately. Our bodies need oxygen for respiration. Respiration releases energy that we can use for our body processes. Another gas, carbon dioxide, also found in air, is made in this process. Oxygen is present in water and soil too. The aquatic animals use oxygen dissolved in water for respiration. The organisms living in soil also use oxygen from the soil for respiration. Nitrogen. Air contains around 78% nitrogen. It takes up nearly 4/5 of the space occupied by air on the earth. Nitrogen does not support the burning process. Nitrogen is used to manufacture explosives. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide makes a small component of air. During the process of respiration, all the plants and animals take in oxygen and give out mainly carbon dioxide and traces of a few other gases. Carbon dioxide is needed by plants to prepare their own food during the process of photosynthesis. During the burning process, carbon dioxide is given out as long as the burning continues. Due to this, we feel suffocated when we go near some material that is burning. We have seen policemen at the crowded crossings wearing masks so that they do not breathe in smoke, carbon dioxide and other harmful gases emitted by the vehicles. Dust and smoke. Dust particles are always present in the air. These dust particles can enter our respiratory system and harm us if we breathe through our mouth. Hence, we should always inhale air through our nostrils. This is because the fine hair and mucus present in our nostrils prevent the dust particles from entering our respiratory system. Smoke is also produced during the burning process. Smoke contains a few gases and fine dust particles. The smoke produced during the burning process can be harmful for us. We see long chimneys in the factories as these chimneys take away all the harmful smoke and gases away from us. Class